Good morning, dear students. In the last classes, we discussed about what is the meaning of company, what is the definition of company, and types of companies. In these types, we discussed public company, about private company, and one person company. In today's classes, let's see about the difference between public company and private company. So what are the major difference between public company and private company? So first difference is minimum capital. So in public company, the minimum paid up capital is required rupees 5 lakh. It means the public company required rupees 5 lakh as a share capital. But in private company, the share capital amount is required rupees only 1 lakh rupees. So this is the major difference between public company and private company. Then next, minimum members required. This is the second difference. In public company, the minimum members of is required only 7 members. But in private company, the minimum number of members required from a private company is 2. It means in public company they required 7 members to the company, but in private company they required only 2 members to the company, but in one person company only 1 member is there. The next difference is maximum members. In the last difference, we knowing the minimum members for the public company and as well as private company. Now, what is the maximum memberships are required in public company and private company? In public company, there is no restriction on maximum numbers of members. They can hire maximum numbers of members to the company, but in private company the maximum numbers is cannot exceed 200 members. They are required in private company, they required only 200 members. The next difference, name of the company. So in the last classes I told you about the name. They should add the private company or public company to their name. So this is the major difference of public company and private company. In public company, they had the word public limited, and as well as in private company, they had the word private limited. The next difference is issue of security. In public limited company, the way of right issue or bonus issue through private placement to public through prospects. It means they will issue their shares through private placement, but for the general publics they issue through prospects. But in private company, the way of right issue or bonus issue through private placement. They will issue their shares through the private placement or private organization. They were not issue their shares to the publics. So these all are the major difference between public company and private companies. The next type of company is statutory company. The companies which are created by a special act of parliament is called as statutory company. It means these type of companies are formulated or created by a special act or special provision of a parliament. So these type of companies are called as statutory company. So example for the statutory companies are Reserve Bank of India, State Bank of India, the Life Insurance Corporation of India, are the main examples of statutory companies, because this type of companies because are formulated by special act or special amendment or a special provision was passed in a parliament. So these types of companies are called as statutory companies. So the major advantages for these types of companies are the provision of Companies Act of 2013 or do not apply to these companies. So for the statutory companies, the Companies Act of 2013's provisions will not apply for the statutory companies, because these types of companies are formulated by the parliament with special provision or a special act. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದಿ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಟ್ಯುಟರಿ ಕಂಪನಿ. ಸೊ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಟ್ಯುಟರಿ ಕಂಪನಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಶಾಸನಬದ್ಧ ಕಂಪನಿಗಳು ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೇವೆ. ಈ ಶಾಸನಬದ್ಧ ಕಂಪನಿಗಳು ಪಾರ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟಿನ ಒಂದು ವಿಶೇಷ ನಿಯಮಗಳ ಅನುಗುಣವಾಗಿ ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಶುರುವಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಂಪನೀಸ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ 2013 ಯಾವುದೇ ನಿಯಮಾವಳಿಗಳೇನಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಟ್ಯುಟರೀಸ್ ಕಂಪನೀಸ್ಗೆ. ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ type of companies, small company. So according to section 2 subsection 85 of the Companies Act of 2013, the small company means the other than the public company. So other than the public companies we can call it as a small company, but there is some conditions applied for the small companies. So what are those conditions? Let's see the conditions of a small companies. The paid up share capital which does not exceeds 50 lakhs. So if we are considering it is a small company, the first condition applied to the small company is its share capital, paid up share capital which does not exceeds 50 lakhs. Then next, prescribed with shall not exceed more than 5 crores. It means their authorized capital will does not exceeds more than 5 crores. So if it is a small company, their authorized capital is fixed for 5 crore, but their paid up capital will fixed for 50 lakhs. Then second condition is the turnover does not exceeds 2 crore or prescribed which shall not be more than 20 crore. It means the earning of a company is does not exceeds 2 crore. At the same time, the prescribed turnover is does not exceeds more than 20 crore. So these all are the major conditions while we are considering it is a small company. So small company means other than the public company, its paid up capital which does not exceeds 50 lakhs, the prescribed shall not be more than 5 crore. The prescribed capital shall not exceeds more than 5 crore and its turnover does not exceeds 2 crores or the prescribed which shall not be more than 20 crore. So these types of companies are considered as a small companies. Then next, privileges of small company. Privileges means advantages of a small company. The first privilege is it need not prepare a cash flow statement as a part of financial statement. So the first advantages is the small company is need not prepare a cash flow statement of a company. Then next, it need not prepare a report on annual general meeting. So it means the small company got an advantages in they should not prepare a report on annual general meeting. So in this report it contains a agenda of a meeting and the final decisions taken by the board of directors of a in that meeting. So all the contents are required in this report, but the small company is exempted in preparing of annual general meeting report. The next advantages is it need not have more than 2 directors on its board. So in a small company they need not have more than 2 directors in their board. This is also an advantage for a small company. The next advantages is there is no retirement and appointment of a director, because they restricted the members to the companies only for the 2 members. So therefore there is no retirement for the directors and there is no appointment of a new directors. This is also an advantages of a small company. And then last advantages is at least one meeting of a board of directors in each of a calendar year. The company will conduct the board of directors meeting once or twice in a year. It means half yearly once they should conduct the board of directors meeting in a company. These all are the main advantages of a or privileges of a small company. The next type of companies is associate company. According to section 2 subsection 6, associate company in relation to another company. It means a company in which that other company has significant influence but which is not a subsidiary company having such influence and includes a joint venture company. So associate company means it is a type of company it had a influence of another one company but it is not a subsidiary company, or we can consider it is as a joint venture company. So in this type of company the 20% of share capital is owned by the other company. The other company will take a major business decision towards the associate company, but we does not consider it is as a holding company. The other company will not become a holding company. The associate company will not become a subsidiary company, but we can consider it as a joint venture companies. So this is about the statutory company. In this class we discussed about difference between public company and private company, and we discussed about other types of companies like statutory company, small company and associate company. Thank you, dear students.